MOKOKO? MOKOKO? MOKOKO!
Yo guys, thanks as always for the support, and I stream every day on Twitch, so if you have any questions, the link is down below. Okay, so a couple of you have been asking me what the hell are my skills, because in my last video I only told you my melee skills and I didn't tell you my range skills. So this video is going to be just a quick one, going over like my melee skills and what tripods I'm actually using for those skills, and my range skills also too, and I'll give you guys just a quick rundown demo of how to use those skills again. First skill we're going to have here is going to be flash step. Okay, I'm going to be taking instant prep with victory shout and tireless. Whenever I'm at max level, I'm looking for tripods for victory shout on this one only. I'm not really too worried about tireless because it's already giving me such a huge cooldown. I don't feel like I need any more. I already feel like it's giving me such a huge energy reduction that I don't really need to do more than that. So that's why that's at that. Pulverizing palm, I'm only going to be taking 2 tripods in that. Efficient striker and ready attack. Efficient striker because I want, again, low energy in this build, and I want, again, that on power attack power whenever I'm ready to dish it out, right? And I set that 4 seconds. Next is going to be merciless pummel. Merciless pummel, we're going to be going for 3 tripods in that, and also going back to pulverizing palm. At max level, the tripod you're going to be looking for is ready attack. And on merciless pummel, 3 tripods that I picked was hard hitter, cold hearted, and doubled up. Those are the 3 tripods you're going to want to also be picking on those. Those are literally just because that is the hardest, in my opinion, this is the hardest way to hit with this skill. You can pick the other ability where you do one massive blow, but I don't think that that adds up enough damage to make up for the extra 50%, 57% plus that you get from cold hearted. Okay. Next is going to be bolting crash. Bolting crash is great just because it's a good counter to have, and it also does weak point level 2, and it's also a stagger, right? And it also gives you super armor. And again, it's a fucking counter. Like having counter in your kit is so efficient and just so nice to have. So we're going to be running on this is we're going to be running enhanced speed, fighting spirit, and aggressiveness. Enhanced speed and aggressiveness are going to be the extra tripods that you're going to be wanting looking for. The next thing is going to be heavenly squash. Heavenly squash, you're going to want to take 3 tripods in that. Hard hitter, burning hands, and enormous palm. The whole reason that you're taking burning hands in this kit is because I feel like I don't need the quickness from the haste of the second tier tripod of harsh training. I feel like whenever I'm already got my hype going, it's already tier 3, there's no reason for me to be spitting it out faster when I can just get a little bit of extra DPS from this. Okay. And whenever I'm looking for extra tripods on this, I'm looking for hard hitter, and I'm also looking for enormous palm. You can try and mess around with exquisite attack, but I prefer enormous palm because it shoots it out instantly. I did mess around with exquisite attack. I just felt like the damage wasn't there, or it was just that sometimes one of the 4 drops wouldn't crit, or 2 of them wouldn't crit, and it just became really lackluster attack. The next thing is going to be lightning palm. We're just going to take 1 tripod in this. We're going to go for the energy reduction on it, just again to keep that energy reduction. Now, if I can actually get access to runes that give me MP reduction or energy cost reduction on my abilities, I would like to be able to try and get something like that to see if that would actually work. If not, if that doesn't work, if somebody could let me know in the comments if that actually works or not. If not, that's what I'm going to be rocking on that. Next is going to be Shadow Breaker. Shadow Breaker, we're going to be going for 3 points in that. I'm running Efficient Striker over the 50% less HP. In my opinion, and again, this is allowing me to have more energy. So again, I'm always able to actually dish out abilities on cooldown instead of waiting for my energy to come back up and not be able to do anything. Whenever your energy is down, that's literally the worst thing that you can do as a Soulfist. You should always try to have energy as a Soulfist so that you can activate at a moment's whim anything. Okay. And the tripods that you're going to be looking for in that one is going to be 6 cents. And you can go for weak point detection also too. And then the last one is going to be energy release. Energy release, I'm going to go for 3 tripods in that. I'm going for fighting enhanced spirit, shout of purification, and ready attack. Now, on this one here, I just recently discovered shout of purification. I never really messed around with it too much before, but shout of purification is one of the most OP things of being a Soulfist. You literally can remove the last harmful effect cast on you and your entire party for 24 meters. You're literally debuffing the party every 30 seconds. You're like the best, you're like essentially the best support without being able to heal, but you're just a really great utility for the group by being able to remove a debuff every fucking 30 seconds. Or if you decide to run quick prep, even less than that. I prefer not to run quick prep. I prefer to debuff the party and give them also the 6% attack power. I think that that's just more value for it. And then also, if I give them the 6% attack power, I can stack it with this, putting me at 50% over or just about over, almost over 50%. I'm at like, what is that? Like 49.6, basically 50%, right? Okay. So, and with this spec, I actually started running them, Kamehameha. I can't say domestication ray, whatever they decide to call that. I can't say that. Decimation ray. That being said, the Kamehameha, I prefer to run this because if I can, it's all about activation with this build, right? Trying to activate my spirit bomb off of my flash step and my pulverizing palm never will happen in a million years. But I can activate my Kamehameha, the first half of it, off of my pulverizing palm and flash step if as soon as I activate my energy release, activate my hype, and then proceed to 3 flash step into the Kamehameha. I think that that's probably the biggest bang for our buck, also not allowing us to miss. Now, I still love the Spirit Bomb, but I think this is just the most efficient way to really rock a boss, especially considering it takes 3 seconds for our Spirit Bomb. And there's so many of these Guardian Ray bosses where especially at tier 3, where if you hit them with Spirit Bomb or if you're trying to cast a Spirit Bomb, they go immune to damage, or they not even go immune, they just take like 90% reduction damage. And whenever it comes to like the runes that I'm using, this build is all about proccing chance of cooldown reduction. So on my low cooldown hitting ability, I have Rage, which gives me movement speed and attack speed, but also that also being a low cooldown ability, I also have on this one, I have quick recharge, giving me more cooldown chances. And this is a really smart thing to do, putting quick recharge on this, because it can proc 3 times. It literally can proc 3 times. I've had it proc 3 different times because it says chance of cooldown time when skill is used, and you can use that skill 3 times. So you have 3 chances of procking 12% cooldown, okay? Which is phenomenal. And over here on my Merciless Pummel, I have 30 on hit stagger damage plus 30%. I'm not too sure if this actually improves my stagger damage that I do to the boss, or increases my massive damage overall to the boss. If someone could let me know about this, how exactly stagger damage works, that would be super duper helpful. But other than that, that's what I just use on abilities that do medium or higher stagger. I put that on there. I put increased stagger. I put bleed on lightning palm because it's a quick one that's always up, real quick cooldown type of thing. I put again casting speed on this because hey, why not? Just a little bit of faster speed on it for whenever I'm out of hype. Let's see here. Quick recharge on this, that's we already talked about that. On this, I increase stagger damage by 20 because it's a medium stagger thing. You know, like it just does it does medium stagger, so why not increase the stagger damage on it, right? And then over here, stagger damage again, and then over here, chance of cooldown 8% when skills used. Now on to our ranged abilities, okay? Our ranged ones are a little different. Obviously, because we're not trying to stagger the boss, we're just trying to do consistent damage over time, right? But one thing we're still trying to do is we're still trying to go for our B&B of the 3 abilities. These 3 abilities are basically what keeps this build grounded. Again, it's the energy release with the 3 points, it's the pulverizing palm with the 2 points, and it's the flash step with the 3 points. The things that we change different in this build is we're going to be running crippling barrier with 3 points. You're going to want to focus weak point detection and keen point in this. And over here we have Tempest Blast. Tempest Blast, you're going to want to put 3 points in it. You're going to want to focus eradication and demolition. Okay. And then we have Heavenly Squash. Heavenly Squash also, again, is actually one of those 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities that you're always going to have on your ability, because it's just such massive quick damage. And 20 seconds is really short of a cooldown, especially inside of our hype. The next is going to be Energy Blast. Energy Blast, 3 points in weak point detection, 3 points in Ruthless, and 3 points in Barrage of Blow. Okay, this thing decimates whenever I put it on somebody. Okay, just like this too. This has 3/3. Like both of these are like crowd pleasers whenever I pull them out. And then we also have the one Shadow Breaker. Shadow Breaker, the reason I have this in here is because I wanted to have another weak point in here, also with a stagger. And since it has that low damage on whenever the boss is low, I felt like just whenever the boss would like get close, or if I was close or something like that, I could help out with that. Or I could just help with the stagger. I was looking around to see what other ranged abilities that I could do that had a stagger on it, because I feel like we're running into a lot of staggered issues right now. So that being said, that's why I have that. You can easily swap Shadow Breaker for Deadly Finger, but again, that's just low stagger versus something that has weak point level 2 and medium stagger. And if you're on top of your shit, getting in and getting out with a Shadow Breaker is easy. Okay, guys? And really, that's it. Like, there's nothing more to it. This build is relatively simple. One thing that I will say for the runes on this one, the runes are a lot different on this one. I don't go for the cooldown chance as much as I did on the other one, but on this one I still do have the cooldown on the 8% cooldown on the palm, and then I have Heavenly Squash. It has stagger damage on it. Let's see. Actually, and I would probably switch this to quick rune. I would actually probably switch this around. Or actually no, because this build is a little bit different. Because remember how I said that this one already comes out really quick? So I just put stagger damage on that. And then on this one, it's got the recharge. Okay. And then we got over here, we got the Tempest Blast. That's going to get the quick, that's going to get the Gale Wind for the casting speed. Then your Shadow Breaker is going to get your bleed, because you don't have any other bleeds in here and stuff like that. Like, there's no other way to put a bleed. I mean, you can put a bleed on your Ray, but why would you do that when you want attack speed on that? You want overwhelm on that because you want to be doing more stagger damage, because it does already does high stagger damage. This does a high stagger damage. And then you put rage on your normal. The runes, I feel like they're really just kind of like player's choice. It really just depends on your play style when it comes to runes, guys. So don't feel like you have to pick or play your runes a certain way. All right.